High above the forest, in a lonely tower with no door, a single window glimmers in the moonlight. Inside, a girl with hair as golden as the sun dreams of the world she's never seen. But who locked her away? And what secret could her magical hair be hiding? Oh, feathers and fables, this story's full of twists. Let's soar into the tale of Rapunzel. Long, long ago, nestled beside a grand, tall wall, lived a kind mother and father. Beyond that wall was a secret garden, tended by a powerful enchantress, where the most delicious rampion grew. One day, the mother felt a deep, tickly craving for the leafy green rampion, a craving so strong it filled her thoughts from morning till night. She gazed longingly at the garden, her heart fluttering with a wish she knew was almost impossible. Determined to help his beloved wife, the father bravely snuck into the enchanting garden one dark night. He carefully gathered a handful of the shiny green rampion, its leaves cool and crisp in his hands. But just as he turned to leave, a tall, stern enchantress appeared from the shadows, her eyes glowing with a mysterious light. "How dare you steal from my garden?" she boomed, her voice echoing softly. Trembling, the father begged for forgiveness, promising anything in return, and the enchantress made a solemn, surprising request: their newborn child. Soon after, a beautiful baby girl was born, and the enchantress came to claim her, naming her Rapunzel. The enchantress raised Rapunzel with care, teaching her songs and stories, but kept her hidden from the world. When Rapunzel turned 12, the enchantress led her to a tall, lonely tower in the middle of a deep forest, a tower with only one tiny window high up. Rapunzel, though curious about the world outside, found comfort in her small wooden toys and the birds that sometimes visited her window. Years passed, and Rapunzel's hair grew incredibly long, shimmering like spun gold. Whenever the enchantress wanted to visit, she would stand at the tower's base and call out in a deep, melodic voice. Then Rapunzel would unwind her magnificent braids, letting them fall like a golden waterfall for the enchantress to climb. It was their secret way, a daily ritual in the quiet forest. One sunny afternoon, a curious young prince was exploring the deep forest when he heard the most beautiful, clear singing floating from the tall tower. He hid amongst the trees, watching as the enchantress called out her rhyme and saw Rapunzel's golden hair descend. The prince, filled with wonder, waited until the enchantress left, then called out the rhyme himself. Up he climbed, his heart thumping with excitement, to meet Rapunzel, who greeted him with wide, curious eyes. They talked for hours, sharing stories of their different worlds, and a new friendship began to bloom. One day, Rapunzel innocently mentioned the prince's visits to the enchantress. A sudden, cold hush fell over the tower. The enchantress, filled with a terrible sadness and anger at her secret being broken, cried out in despair. With a swift, sorrowful motion, she cut off Rapunzel's beautiful golden hair, banishing her to a lonely, wild place far away. When the prince returned, he found the enchantress waiting. She pushed him from the tower, and he stumbled, falling into thorns below. And when he finally rose, he could no longer see the light of day. Far away, in a quiet, wild place, Rapunzel built a simple life for herself. Though her heart ached, she found strength in caring for the small creatures of the forest and tending to a tiny garden. Meanwhile, the prince, unable to see, wandered through the world, guided only by the sounds and whispers of the wind, his heart always searching for the beautiful voice he once heard. He missed Rapunzel terribly, but a tiny spark of hope always flickered within him, urging him onward. Years later, as the prince continued his lonely journey, he heard a familiar, sweet song. It was Rapunzel. He followed the sound, and there she was, older but still kind, singing softly in her wild home. With a cry of joy, they rushed into each other's arms. Rapunzel's tears of happiness fell upon the prince's eyes, and a warm, tingling sensation spread, bringing back his sight. They returned to his kingdom, where they lived happily, always remembering the kindness and hope that brought them back together. And so, Rapunzel and the prince lived a life filled with kindness and love, always remembering the journey that taught them so much. Their story reminds us that even after difficult times, hope and compassion can always lead to a happy new beginning. Always be kind, stay hopeful, and good things will find their way back to you. If you liked learning with me, give that like button a big peck and flap on over to subscribe so you never miss our next journey. And guess what? I've got free worksheets and activities waiting just for you at TiboTheToucan.com. So spread your wings and keep learning. I'll see you again soon.